Lousy At Gaming presents Lousy at Podcasting. Now, your horrendous, dreadful, frighteningly horrible gamers and us from Lousy At Gaming.
Hello, Lousy Gamers! You are listening to the Lousy at Gaming Podcast. I am Gary, TheRealDeFo. With me, as always, Jeff, Geargarious. What's up?
What's going on, brother?
How are you?
Good.
Sorry.
Had another week off. Life got busy for everybody, and
sorry to our fans. And we're back, though. We're not going to give up yet.
Never.
No, we're going to keep coming at you and bothering you with this shit.
Yeah, we have too much fun doing it, so
it is a good time.
Yeah.
How was the week? Your wife home back in the house there now?
Wife's back home, and that's kind of why we missed out on the podcast. Monday night, we had my granddaughter. Of course, she gets home, and the first thing she does is her kids barrage her with taking care of their kids. So we had our granddaughter over, and so it was good to see her again. It was good to have my wife back home again, most definitely. And so, yeah, that's what last week was, just a lot of trying to catch back up with each other again, chilling, nice. Watching TV and having a good time.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. And we found out yesterday we have a new apartment.
Whoa. You're leaving that place?
No, we're staying in the place. We're just upgrading to a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it's going to be completely redone. So that's what I do, is I oversee the progression of the remodels of these. Uh-huh. So I was able to, when I saw this one come up, it isn't exactly what we wanted, but it's close enough.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
so a nice 2-bed, 2-bath on the first floor, all vinyl, hardwood flooring throughout, except the 2 bedrooms. The 2 bedrooms are the only place that have carpet, ceiling fans everywhere, quartz countertops. I mean, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to videotape the entire process.
Oh boy.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up on TikTok or Facebook or how I'm going to do it, but just so people can see what all goes into from the demolition to the roughing of the electric plumbing, to cabinets, countertop, flooring, the whole process. I'm going to video the whole process.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we're super excited.
Moving in with Jeff or JT. Was it going to be JT Toothpaste moving in?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. JT's Toothpaste, the remodel.
Oh, baby. Let's go. Remodel
Let's
me.
Do it. So, yeah, other than that, pretty much same old. How about you?
Not much. Last week was a busy week for me as well. I actually ended up in the office all 5 days last week, which, wasn't... I don't mind going in right now, especially because I don't know anybody, but we have a project that I'm getting involved with, which is kind of like at a crossroads because it's going to get delayed. Right. And my boss wanted to go in so we could be able to just go in and whiteboard and I could keep learning. So I was like, absolutely. And we ended up spending all 5 days in there. So I did that. We had people in from out of town. One of the vendors we work with, they were in on Tuesday. Well, they were in all week, but Tuesday they took us out to dinner. So I got to go out to dinner on Tuesday night, which was why I couldn't make Tuesday as our backup date. So it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like I said, but it's busy. It's been raining here all weekend. We had, I guess, the remnants of that well, I think Saturday we were kind of getting the outer bands of the hurricane or the tropical storm that was in Carolina. And then it went inland and it just kept dumping moisture in off the water. And it hasn't been really windy or heavy rains, but it just has been raining for 3 days straight now.
Yeah.
I'm enough. I think Woody said he was getting it. I think they sat in the soccer field this weekend in the rain out in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I did. Yep, I did see him post that.
Yeah, so the Northeast has just kind of been getting pissed on for days. Like today was just those light drizzles, but are very, very kind of like streamy.
It's like
It
a
was like
mist.
nonstop. Yeah, but it was like
Yeah.
even a heavier mist, and it just wouldn't stop. It's misting now.
Yeah, those are horrible.
But whatever. Like, you know, I got to do some stuff around the house. Not a lot, according to my wife, but I did do some work around the house.
Yeah. I did do last bachelor night. I did a New York strip steak. I had never done one of those before.
Oh, really?
I had never done a New York strip steak before, and I did it in a cast iron skillet.
Oh, that's great.
So,
A little garlic and butter, right?
Yep. I got it good and seared on both sides, then threw some rosemary and garlic in there, then threw some butter in there, and then did the toss, basted it with it, and it came out. So I like mine medium, so it was just a nice pink through the middle.
Yep.
Super, super tender. I couldn't believe how tender it was. I told my wife, I said, that could quite possibly be my new favorite cut of meat.
When you get a good New York strip, man, it is very delicious, I will say. It's usually the ones that we get the most. Once in a while, I'll spoil ourselves with a fillet or something like that. But usually it's a strip. And yeah, they cook. And they're great on the grill. Great inside. So like in the winter, like in the summer, I'll do a lot more grill with them and just go out there. Really just, I like mine medium rare. The family likes theirs medium to medium well. So I have a whole system now. It's kind of like I'm up and in and out with the thing, but get a good sear out there on the on the fire, and you're good. Or like you said, a lot of times what I do is actually we'll sear it on the stovetop, and then I'll put it in the oven a little bit after that.
Oh yeah, yep.
But I make sure I get that sear to keep all the juices inside.
Yep, definitely. Yep, I had it on the side, so I seared that fat cap that was on it, then let all that juice run in there, and then flipped it down and let it roll. The other thing I tried was, you know how you always have that leftover pile of shit in the bottom of a bag of potato chips? So I'd watched a video on how to make mashed potatoes with leftover potato chips.
That's a damn good idea.
I did it. I made mashed potatoes out. The only thing is that, okay, these were Ruffles, and I know Ruffles are kind of like, they're not a real potato chip. You know what I mean?
I do know.
So it was kind of oily and a little bit mealy. So if I did it again, I would have to do it with like a true, like Lay's potato chip, like a real potato chip. But it fucking worked, dude.
Potato chips are so universally good. You can do so many good things with them.
Yeah, I know. And if you get like sour cream and onions, then you already have a flavored mashed potato.
Fantastic. There is a potato chip that we found at Costco that I absolutely love. It's jalapeno dill pickle. It sounds disgusting, but it is so freaking good.
I love dill pickles, especially in a potato chip.
Yeah, and it's got the jalapeno, so it's got a little kick to it too. It's a really
spice.
good chip. Yeah, very good. I like.
I have to check that.
Like grabbing those. Of course, they're a gigantic bag, and I like dipping them in hummus. Hummus and them are fantastic. Oh, excellent. Really?
See, I'm a French onion dip. I'll go through a container of that in a sitting. Yeah, I'll throw down on some of that.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so
that's cooking with the Lousy At Gaming Lousy At Gaming podcasters. That's a little cooking tips for y'all.
From Not a Chef Jeff.
Yes, I didn't watch the fights last week. I was so busy, I just didn't get a chance to get to them. I don't know if you got around to them, but
I did watch them. I watched them all, and they were pretty good.
Yeah.
I took some notes down, and actually that last fight was
it was with the girls, right?
Yep. You know the ones you won't watch.
Yep, I won't watch them.
But I really kind of felt like.
I like to call them broads, just so you know.
I felt like it was.
Ridiculous.
I felt like it was rolled because it was a Hispanic holiday, and there's no way they was going to let a Hispanic champion lose their belt that night. That's kind of how I feel.
Was it? Did it go to judges?
It went to the judges, and they gave it to what was her name? Grasso. But see, the thing about it is. Shevchenko took her down like every round except one. She took her down and dominated her.
Wow.
And Grasso, she had one. Second round, I gave her the second round. And there was some controversy because she was kneeing Shevyak in the head, and she had one hand on the ground. And when you do that, you're not supposed to be able to kick them in the head.
Yep.
Well, they said that her hand wasn't down enough to be supporting her, and so they called it as non-penalty. Yeah.
Sounds sus, as my daughter would say.
Yep. So the other ones were pretty good. Padilla versus Nelson. Nelson won. I thought Padilla won the first 2 rounds, but then Nelson came back and just kind of put it to him.
Yeah.
The other two, one was a choke submission, an anaconda, anaconda choke submission.
Really?
It was crazy. Yes, it was insane how he pulled it off. He did like he was trying to take him down, and then he wrapped him up and then did a roll, and then front anaconda choked him. It was crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, they were pretty good fights. I was happy with them.
That's great. Yep. Yeah, there's been some big UFC news coming out for the next 2 UFCs. We got some really good headliners. So I'm pumped. And I think the next UFC is it might be MSG, if I remember, or it's the one after that. One of the next 2 are in MSG. I think
the next one's in Vegas, and then the one after that is in New York.
Yeah, so maybe that's the one that's here. And I think Steamroller is going to be fighting. He posted something about he's going to be fighting against God of War. I don't know if that was what fight he wanted or if that's the fight they're giving him. I think that's the fight they're giving him, which should be a really good fight. And I mean, we Steamroller is a local guy, so we're all in on him over here in my house. But yeah, should be good. There's some real good. The two co-headers are excellent.
Those are going to be 2 really good fights for sure.
Yeah, so good stuff coming up.
Definitely
the fights. Let me look at the agenda here, the little show notes, to see what else we got going on. I guess we could do a little BidTits if you got some.
Time to jump into some BidTits. Of course, I got some BidTits.
Do it, dog.
All right. Okay. So speaking of MMA, Izzy lost his belt, and this week he got busted for drunk driving in New Zealand.
He did?
He pled guilty to drunk driving. He was like 3 or 4 points over the legal limit, and lose your belt, lose your license, I guess is what he's thinking. Damn. I'm not sure.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
What are these guys thinking? I mean, he's not some low-end fighter that can't get a ride or pay for it himself. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, and he said it. He apologized. He said, I should have known better than to leave that bar and get in my car and go, but I did it anyway and paid the price. He got caught.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So
well, hopefully, luckily he didn't hurt anybody, and he'll
hopefully he learned hopefully he learned a good lesson.
Good stuff. Come on, Izzy, we need you back in there. I mean, you're a great fighter. We want to see you in the ring, bro, not in jail or dead.
We need you to be the airbender, not the bumper bender.
Holy crap! Oh, Izzy.
Yeah. Next thing I got on my BidTits list is something I'm pretty fucking excited about, and it's the remastered Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
So they're taking the very first 3 Tomb Raiders, the old block hands and cone tits. They're remastering, redigitizing them, and putting them all out again on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Are they giving them
I believe it is February 20 is when they'll come out.
Are they giving them the Halo redo, or are they actually like really just putting it through like brand new game engines? Do you know?
All brand new game engines and everything. Okay. So like the old Lara Croft will look like the new Lara Croft now. Or,
that's great.
Yeah. But it's still all the old original stories, puzzles, everything else, just upgraded with graphics and textures and lighting, and
I don't think I played the
freaking stoked.
I don't think I ever played the original Tomb Raiders. I know I played the remake, the redo, but I don't think I played the original. Yep. So
I actually got the very first one. I downloaded it off of Steam a couple of weeks ago. It was like $7, and but the problem is I can't play it with a joystick on my PC. I can only do it with keyboard. And I'm really, really bad with that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of struggling with it, but it was really kind of fun to go back and play. That was the game that got me into gaming.
That's cool.
I mean, I did Pong and all that other bullshit, but the game that really changed everything for me was Tomb Raider, and I'd been addicted to game ever since then.
Now, you don't have a PlayStation, right?
Not right now.
You're going to be buying one, aren't you?
I'm going to be buying one. Yep. I think it's going to be my birthday gift. Maybe they have maybe they'll have a Tomb Raider special edition.
They will. They definitely will. Are they going to be coming out with like a slim model of the PlayStation?
I have not heard anything new on PlayStation's consoles lately.
I know they did a price drop,
I'm not
right?
really sure.
Which I think
we did do
covered.
A price drop. Yep,
Yeah.
we covered that. Yep. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they will. But I haven't really heard. There has not been much console talk on either side lately.
No, I thought PlayStation did an event like a week or two ago. I don't pay as much attention, but I remember my YouTube channel like filling up with game preview after game preview from PlayStation.
Yeah. Yep. And they just did game previews. I don't remember seeing any hardware changes or anything like that. Yeah. No, not at all. And then the next on BidTits, thanks to Gamer Girl, she gave us some games that are coming to Game Pass. So September 20, we get Party Animals. And then September 21, we get Payday 3. I've never played those, so I'm not really sure how good they are.
I know nothing about Party Animals. Payday 3 I've heard of for sure.
Yep. I know it's a bank robbery kind of situation thing, so not really sure. Then September 29, Cocoon comes out. No idea what that is.
No idea.
Yep. And then
dead people coming out of...
yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's based off of the old movie or not. Could be.
Maybe you're a moth. Maybe it's a moth simulator.
Maybe, maybe that's what it is.
I'm gonna go fly around and
start out as a
clothes.
Yeah. Flap around a light for an hour.
They get my mothballs chopped off and they'll put them in a box somewhere.
Your teeny tiny little mothballs. And then October 3, we get Gotham Knights and Lamplighters League. So
Gotham Knights, interesting. That's on my... I think it's on my Steam wish list as a game I want to check out if it goes cheap.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, I heard it was trash, but I've heard they really fixed it up and it plays very good now.
Yeah, I'll do anything that's any way, shape, or form related to Gotham or Batman or anything like that.
I wonder if that's on PC. So there's no Batman in that, right? I think this is like a post-Batman era or something like that.
Yeah.
In the games.
Yep. So,
but it's in his world.
Correct. Yep. It's in Gotham City.
That's cool. That's a very good lineup. October 3rd, you said? Excellent.
Yeah. And then next thing I had on my list was that police were driving down the road one day and they found a little lost pig.
Aww.
But the ironic part about it is the street that they found him on was called Bacon Creek Road.
No. Piggy, get off that road. That's a bad
get
sign.
Off Bacon Creek Road. What is wrong with you?
Oh.
But they posted it in the newspaper and the piggy was returned to his home. But I just thought that was kind of funny. Pig found on Bacon Creek Road.
Oh boy, that poor pig.
Yeah, exactly. Then the last thing I have was there was a young lady who set the world's record for the fastest time eating a muffin. And it was 15.25 seconds.
How big was this muffin?
It was a decent sized muffin. You know, it wasn't like the little tiny ones. It was a good full sized muffin.
It wasn't a little bite.
No. It was not a little bite. And then, like a week later, she set another world record for eating a burrito the fastest. And I watched her eat both of them, and I'm telling you, she slammed those things.
She did, huh?
Yeah.
Probably a good girl to wrap around the house.
Exactly. So that is what I have for this week's BidTits.
Excellent. Love it.
We got to start adding music and stuff like that news music.
I'll work on that.
Yeah, we can fuck around with that stuff a little bit.
Totally. Even if it's post-edit.
Yeah. Yep.
Or post-edit, post-record, whatever. You know what I mean,
Post-record?
damn it.
During the editing.
Edit?
During
Yes.
the editing process.
My editing process. I've been lazy in editing just because I've been so busy. Haven't been putting the game shots in while we discuss them. But
Yeah.
hey, maybe this week will be different. Maybe I'll have some time tomorrow.
Huh? Our job is to surprise you.
So we also threw out a question of the week for the topic of the week this week. I was strolling through YouTube as you and I talked about liking to do. And there's a fella called, I think, Legacy Gaming on YouTube that I follow. He does a lot of different types of games. And he had a video of all the big games coming out in October. And I was like, look, guys, like, holy shit, there actually is a very good group of games this October.
Yeah.
So I was curious to see what you were looking forward to, and maybe myself, but I put it out there to the community as well. The games that he highlighted a lot of games. He did a bunch of the other Nintendo games, which I didn't put on the list because I don't think anybody cares about Nintendo games. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they do, but not us. Not me, and not you.
Well,
So they don't count.
what is Nintendo putting out? Mario Kart 27?
I have no idea. I didn't even put them down. There was something with a Mario in it.
Of course, there always is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure this. I know we have people that are big Nintendo fans.
I have no doubt.
So I'm sorry to all of you that I don't care for your consoles or games, but more power
Don't
to
take
you.
what we say personally.
Yeah, I'm just an
We're
idiot.
nobodies. We're nobodies anyway. So
As Truss would say, look at the hat he's wearing. He's definitely an idiot. All right. So the big games that I listed was Forza Motorsport, NHL 24, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Lords of the Fallen, Spider-Man 2, which does look really good, City Skylines 2, Alone in the Dark, and Alan Wake 2.
mhm.
So before I get to us, I guess we should check and see what the world said.
Yeah.
And I'll start in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord, make sure I get over there so you can respond to these wonderful questions whenever you see them. For Sumu, our one responder, City Skylines, didn't realize a sequel was in the works. 100% from me. So Sumu was in on that. I think you even responded to that as well, right?
Yep. I have actually had that already pre-downloaded on my laptop through Game Pass.
That's a PC Game Pass game?
Yes.
Nice. Yep. Excellent. We had nothing in Twitter for responses, but we did get some nice Facebook action. We'll start off with Gigi. She said none with a smiley emoji, or a laughing smiley emoji with tears coming out of her eyes. And then she wrote, Lords of the Fallen maybe, but it's a Souls-like game, so I'll be terrible at it. And that's Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
Ben jumped in. He said Assassin's Creed Mirage for me. Alan Wake 2 is a second close. Or a close second, excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Then he wrote, in the same boat as Kim regarding Lords of the Fallen. Part of me wants to get it because it looks pretty cool, but I'm beyond dreadful at those kinds of games. So it'd probably end up being a complete waste of money after I die multiple times during the tutorial and rage quit. I have the original version of the game, and it totally kicked my tail. So,
Gotcha.
let's see. Kim responded exactly. I have the original too, but I never fired it up. Ooh, there's a pile of shame game for Gigi.
Ooh, wow.
And then Ben said, I think you're going to get the new one. You might as well fire up the old one and get ready for the pain. Ed jumped in here. Remember
Nice.
Ed?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Ed.
Good old dead meat.
Ed is excited because Poets of the Fall have provided music once again for Alan Wake 2.
Nice.
And Gigi said yes. A nice little response to that. My friend Denise Scangelosi, she's a huge Souls fan. She gave 2 high fives for Lord of the Fallen. Her and her husband are big into that. And there's another game we'll get to later on that. X, he checked in. FC24 for the win, baby. And then he went, huh? Wait, what's that? Oh, it's a September 29th release. Never mind. So, good try.
Oh, that's funny.
So thank you, everybody, for your feedback.
Appreciate it.
And let me get to you, Gears. What on that list, or maybe something I didn't list? Are you looking forward to in October? Obviously, I think City Skylines 2 is on your list.
Yeah, definitely City Skylines 2. I played the first one. It is a very, very in-depth city builder. If you're looking for something that you're going to be able to whip out quickly, do not waste your time. This thing considers everything. Taxes, politics, I mean, people's happiness will be determine how much your city makes and where you put your roads and how you design them and how you lay them out. And it is very, very, very in-depth city builder.
Yeah.
But I like that kind of thing.
It's really, I do like them. What was the original that was out like back in probably the early 2000s? What was that? That was
gosh, I don't remember.
It was
SimCity, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember having that and playing it on my laptop, and then I had built a little SimCity, and I remember sitting on the train rides home, and then putting the natural disasters in, like tornadoes, and just ripping the town up, and then just going back to the previous save.
Rebuild the entire thing.
I didn't rebuild it. I just would, save it, destroy it, tidal wave, tsunami, whatever. Watch the destruction. I did play some of the City Skylines. It was a really very good game.
Yeah.
They're really a great kind of just sit down and kind of mess around and play with. But like you said, there's so much involved. It's kind of hard to just jump in and play around with as well. So
yeah, because I mean, you have to set your electric lines. You have to set your water lines. I mean, it's...
Guess what I heard? This version, when you lay streets, you'll actually have electric and plumbing, I believe.
With it.
Yes. Upgrade. 2.0 city building.
Huge help. I'm also really interested in Alan Wake 2. I really enjoyed Alan Wake 1. And I looked at the video for Lords of the Fallen, so it looked really interesting to me. But if it kicked them guys' ass, I'm not even wasting my damn time on that.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, those would be the three for me.
I'm looking forward to a lot of them. The one I'm definitely getting for sure is NHL 24, with the cross-platform, and we can set up a lag group and do Chell together. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun for a community. So I'm definitely going to get that game. I'm looking forward to that. Spider-Man 2 looks awesome. I won't buy it. I'll definitely wait for that to come to PC. So that is way off. But it does look really good. Alan Wake 2, again, another one looks really good, but I wouldn't buy it up front. Forza, not really so much. And then Lords of the Fallen. I love Souls games. I am really interested in this. I probably won't buy it just because I got other games going right now. But it's definitely a game I'm going to buy. And if I hear really good reviews on it, I'll probably end up buying it. But I don't usually buy them at release. But that game just looks great, and I'm hearing if you like Souls games, it's probably the best Souls-like game that you're going to play. Is the early reviews that are coming out, which may mean
I can't play any of. Yeah, I can't play any of them if they aren't on PC. So it doesn't matter with what I feel.
Well, that's definitely on PC.
Which one?
Lords of the Fallen.
Oh, yeah. If it's on PC and it's through Game Pass, I'll definitely go check it out. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's on Game Pass, though.
Got you.
Is that what you meant by on PC?
Yeah.
I can look. We can look it up. GG. Where we need somebody looking this stuff up for us. Come on. Actually, I can look right now because Game Pass PC should actually show upcoming games, right? Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
Recently added, picks for you, trending now, coming to Game Pass. Forza Motorsport, City Skylines 2 on 10/24. Oh, that's it. That's it, folks.
Son of a bitch.
Forza and City Skylines. So, and that I don't know if I mentioned it, but that's definitely a game I'll have on my radar. And depending on my Game Pass status, maybe if I have it, I'll jump in. We'll talk about that when we get to games we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's it for me, my friend.
All right, so I guess we're gonna head to games we're playing.
Games we're playing. Let's go.
So I continued playing Starfield. I got really frustrated with it.
Because it's boring.
And I'll tell you
No,
why.
Sorry. I couldn't resist a little troll.
So you pick a mission, and like in most games, it'll highlight the direction where you have to go. So you pick a mission on this one, and the highlighted point is like a little blue octagon.
Mm-hmm.
But what sucks about it is it'll have like fucking 7 of them all over the damn map. You have no clue which one you're supposed to go to. So like you'll go to one and it's an elevator. You get in the elevator, tells you to push the button. You push the button, it brings you right back up to where the fuck you were. Yeah. So after spending, I think I spent an hour and a half one night chasing them damn orbs around, and it got me nowhere. I was like, fuck you. And I quit playing it.
And you have not come back.
I got back on it a few days later, and I did find a direction that I was able to go, but god dang, what a waste of my time.
You're very happy you didn't spend money on the game.
Very happy. Well, I did.
Ooh, oh shit! You spent the extra $30, didn't you?
I spent the $30. Yeah. So
what did you get for the extra $30? I mean, you got on early, and I don't know. What
got
you get
on early, and there's
like
an art book or something that you get with it.
A real one or a digital one?
A digital one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then some other goodies, but all money. For the love of the podcast, and
it's just money.
Yeah. I give half of it to the government anyway, so I should be able to spend some of it on myself. I played that, and then in honor of an upcoming wedding, I downloaded Fallout New Vegas.
Is that on Game Pass?
Yep, it's on Game Pass. Yep, so I downloaded that and started playing.
Try more Bethesda maniacness.
I wasn't pissed off with one bad enough, so I thought I'd go back and get pissed off at another one.
Did you get pissed off?
I hadn't really gotten into it that much. I only played about 45 minutes of it, I think. So, and then I downloaded Lies of P. And I think you and I are going to have differing opinions on this one.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
The game is absolutely gorgeous.
It's a great concept. Terrible name, by the way. Lies of P makes no sense until you actually play it. And you're playing as Pinocchio.
Yep.
In this, whatever. I don't really know the world atmosphere. The environment's great, but I guess it seems like you're in an amusement park in the beginning. But I don't know the story too well, but you're Pinocchio.
Yeah. And you got through the first few.
Oh, you did?
I got through the first few fights until I hit that son of a bitch standing in the corner with a trench coat.
Oh.
Haven't been able to get past him. He's like 2 swats and I'm dead.
So you haven't played too much. What did you play about? Well, I don't know how much you played. Let's see. You might have jumped in a little bit more than I'm thinking just because you couldn't beat him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I got to do to beat him. I know that your arm's supposed to have some kind of special effect, but tutorial really is not that good on that one.
Yeah, so it follows that Souls script of not really telling you a lot. Although I will say it I think compared to like a regular Souls game, it actually gives you a little more information than you might have had in the past. Because
I love the feel of the game and I love the combat and everything, but it's like, holy shit, I'm really early into this game and I'm stuck on a battle already.
So he's not even a major boss, I will tell you that.
Well, I know that. He's way too early to be a major boss.
He's hard though, but I think they make it hard a little bit so you can start to learn the control. So my advice for a Souls game is patience, because you really, if aside from the boss fights, it can get tough. Now, do you know you can lock in on the guy? So every time you swing, you actually hit him?
Yep.
You did know that?
Yeah.
Okay. You press down on the right button, I think, and it locks.
Yeah, right.
It puts a circle on him.
Button, yeah. Yep.
No, not the shoulder, the actual joystick.
Push down on the joystick. Yep.
And it puts a dot on him. So anytime you swing, you're swinging at him, not just randomly.
Got you.
Use your dodges a lot. I mean, you may just hate them. I fell in love with Souls-like games with Bloodborne on the PlayStation. I was like, wow, this is really good. And Elden Ring, I absolutely loved. I didn't finish it. I've been really thinking about going back and finishing it soon because I think they have a big DLC coming. I loved Lies of P so far. I haven't played that far. I got to the first boss. He's kicking my ass, but that's kind of what you would expect.
Right.
Because you're trying to learn his, like, how he attacks and stuff like that. So you know you're going in and you're going to lose a few times before you start to learn how to beat him.
Yep.
But dodging, I mean, do a hit and jump back twice and he's not going to hit you, that guy. And you can roll to him as well and hit him from behind. I really thought it was a great start to the game so far. I tried a few times yesterday during football. Like once in a while I'd come in and I'd throw the PC on and try to beat him. I've not be able to yet, but like you said, the environment's great.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful game.
It's very Souls feeling. So like I played, what was the other game that was Souls-ish? Remnant 2. Mm-hmm. But it was there's a lot more Souls elements here where, like in the Souls games, you collect your souls when you kill people and then you use those for upgrades. None of that system was in Remnant 2. Here you go and you can go light a bonfire, basically. I don't know what they call them here yet. I can't remember what it is. You probably didn't get that far yet.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Actually, you know what, too? I think when you fight your first dude like that, there's a gate that you might be able to open so you can get in there quicker without fighting other folks, by the way.
Got ya. Okay.
So
yeah, I'll play around with it a little bit more. I might just stand back away from him and just try getting used to the controls a little bit because it's a pretty big open area where you fight him at.
Yeah, it's just a regular trench coat guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because there's a trench coat, which I kind of consider them like a heavier standard boss, and then there's a mini boss in a really big room, which is very close to where you start. You'll open a gate, you'll be able to get to him real quick.
Yep.
He was somewhat tough, and then you fight your way through. I think you do a couple of bonfires, and then you can get to the main boss of that area. Now, I don't know if I should be going back, and so the thing with Souls games, you go back to earlier spots where you fought, because every time you hit your bonfire, they respawn, and you can collect your souls and then keep doing upgrades so you can go fight the boss.
Yep.
Kind of like farm your way up. So I don't know if I should be doing that with him, but I really think for me, it's just, I don't know the controls well, because there's some stuff you can do. I think there's something like, there's a blue bar that builds up, and I think if you hit the Y button, when they fill up, you actually get like a special attack, I think. So I just don't know that I'm fighting him right yet. Like I can kind of get through and avoid a lot of the major hits, but
if all else fails, I'll hop on fucking Google and find a walkthrough video or whatever and give me some tips on making it through. Yeah.
I would love for you to enjoy it, because I'm a horrible gamer, but I do love those games, and it's a patience thing.
Yeah.
And not getting too frustrated when you die.
Yep, definitely.
So I recommend Lies of P. Gears does not yet, but we shall see. So to get to my status on my Game Pass, so I uninstalled Starfield. I'm like, this game's not for me right away, pretty much right after the last podcast.
Yep. I
started playing Everspace 2 a little more, and you know what? It wasn't grabbing me. It was cool, but the missions were kind of jerky, and I didn't like the flying. Just didn't feel good. It's kind of cool, but I was like, I can't spend time on this. So I was like, I'm done with the Game Pass. But then I saw Lies of P. I put it on my wish list, and I saw it on Game Pass. I'm like, holy shit, I can play this thing with the Game Pass. So my Game Pass runs out probably in about 2 weeks, I think. Very possible. I will keep it now just to keep playing Lies of P, and pay $9 for it instead of spending $50 on the game.
Well, that's kind of the way I look at it is, yeah, it's a monthly fee, but there's so much I can do with it, with all the new stuff that's coming out, and to have the ability to play a game and to throw a review up on it and not have to go and purchase a game is, to me, it's a decent investment.
It's a great investment. I find like I'll play the games I love. Like on my games I've been playing this week is Hunt Showdown. I freaking love that game. I've been playing with Fraser, and we get up. Sometimes we'll get up early in the morning, like 7:00 when my wife heads off to work, and before my day starts at work. We'll jump on. We'll do like 2 or 3 quick hunts. Maybe at lunch we'll jump on. On the weekends we both get up early, so like maybe 6:00 on a Saturday morning. I'm up. My wife's sleeping. I jump on. I play for a couple of hours on Hunt with him. So, it just.
And see, with me, I'm so ADD when it comes to gaming. Like I'll play a game for a while, but then I'll see something new come up, and I got to try that. So then I'll download that and play that for 2 or 3 hours. Then shit, something else came out. I got to try that. It's like I never stick with anything long enough to get the value out of it if I bought a game.
That's really why Game
Pass. Yeah, and exactly. So that's why Game Pass works for me. Because I have this ability to try so many different things, different genres of game that I may have never tried because I wouldn't want to invest the money in them, not knowing whether I liked them or not.
Yeah,
even the style.
Totally agree. When I was laid off and I started looking, like I think I ended my Game Pass like early in the year because I wasn't playing any of the games on there, and I'm like I'm spending, whatever it was, $15 a month back then. Now it's $10 a month for PC only. I'm like, I'm spending almost $200 a year, and I'm not playing any games on there. When there's games that come out, which is why I did it, was for Starfield, and I'm getting some other games out of that right now, so that's pretty cool. But I might drop it after Lies of P, and if I hear that I need to go buy Lords of the Fallen, then maybe I drop it then.
There you go.
What else? And I did play some New World. I know Sumu's been playing it. I've jumped in a little bit. I think their big update's coming in October, and it's fun trying to just jump in. It's such a good casual chill game. I don't know if I'll keep up with it, but we'll see.
I know there's been so many complaints with Starfield that the developers have listened. And I know they have some updates coming, some big patches and easier ways to do things, I think. So hopefully it continues to progress to get better.
There's no doubt. But that's always, they never give up on their games. They keep making them better. That is for sure. That game style for me, though, is just boring. So I don't.
It's not your style.
I won't jump in. Like I don't think there's anything they could do that would change the way. That would make it more interesting to me, right? But the people that like it, or maybe the people that don't like it because it's a little buggy, or you can't find the checkpoint or where you got to go well, stuff like that. Like there's a very good chance that they will keep making improvements to get that better.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on it yet. It's a good game to just throw in and play for an hour at night or whatever before bed and see how far I get or whatever. Yeah. So I'll keep chipping away at it.
Get it on, baby. So I think that is a Lousy At Gaming Podcast for the day. What do you think?
The wrap.
We rocked it up, baby. Make sure you jump in the Discord. Come visit us. Say hi. Get involved. Buy NHL and come play some Chell with me maybe next month. 2 more weeks for Chell. We're going, baby. I'm thinking Stinky will be doing that.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
I'm sure. I think Woody's played that before, but I could be wrong. Or at least you get the 10 hours if you have EA. Well, if you have Game Pass, you get 10 hours of trial as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm still working on that 10 hours of free golf that I got.
Oh, yeah. Not so well, huh? Your ADD is killing you.
My ADD just that 10 hours will be there in 2 years from now. I'll still have 9 hours to go.
That's great. Well, I guess that is a show. So everybody, Play lousy.
Peace.